Hi, I'm Ken Jr. and welcome to TrainWorld TV. Here you'll find the latest and greatest in model trains. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you're new to our channel, we're glad you're here, and I invite you to click the subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you'll never miss a video. Now, we'd also love to send you exclusive deals and special announcements that you won't find anywhere else. So be sure to sign up for our emails, TW Text, and stay connected with us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Don't forget, you can shop online at TrainWorld.com for all your model train needs. Now, without further ado, enjoy today's video.
All right, and good evening, everybody, and welcome to the finale of a 3-day O-Scale series. We have Atlas Trains and Ross. How you doing, Ross?
I am so good. I'm glad you saved the best for last, or at least we try to be. So
that's it. And we also have Ken Sr. here. How you doing, Ken Sr.?
Doing good again. I was happy to be part of it again tonight.
Great. And tons of Atlas O-Scale products, and I feel like Atlas has been steaming along and rolling along with O-Scale and really making tons of new announcements and a big splash with a lot of the acquisition of the MTH tooling, I think a year or two ago. So lots of big stuff for Atlas.
that's right. We have a ton of stuff that we'll go over tonight, and I'm really excited because we got a whole bunch of samples dropped at my door today. So pretty awesome.
That's awesome. And make sure you have to pre-order the Atlas O-Scale items, because we were talking about what to review tonight, and there's so much product that's already sold out. So it's really, Atlas O is kind of tight to the number, built to order. So make sure you get your pre-orders in, because we weren't even sure what to cover. We don't have much extra stock and inventory, and even just looking in the last catalog, winter 2026, there wasn't much left over.
No, it is super duper important to pre-order. We give you about 4 to 5 weeks, and that helps, guys like Ken, guys like me, we kind of figure out where the numbers are supposed to be. But the thing I hate saying is we don't have your trains for you. I absolutely hate saying that. So please get your pre-orders in before the deadline. Sometimes we give you a couple days after the deadline, but you didn't hear that from me.
All right.
And Ross, how often do you make an O-Gauge announcement? How many times? Is it every quarter or 4 times a year, 6 times a year?
It's at least 3 to 4 times a year. We try to do it in perpetuity. So we'll start with whichever's ready in January. We usually try to have an HO ready in January for Amherst. And then we follow up with O-Scale. Then we go model again, then O. So this year you're in luck. I think we have a little bit more offerings in O than we do the other scales. But with the acquisition of microtrains, I know we're strictly O. But this does kind of reflect on it. We're trying to juggle everything at once here. So we're making sure the O-Scalers aren't going hungry.
Okay. Yep. It's all great stuff you make. Every single scale, the N scale, the HO scale, the O-Gauge. It's you got it covered. You really got it. You're a very diversified company, and you do it well, and you know what to make. You definitely know what to make, and you're always making new tooling, always doing that. And that acquisition of microtrains, that was a home run. I didn't see that coming, but that was a home run for you guys, without a doubt.
Yeah, it was really similar to the acquisition of the Premier tooling. It kind of like changes the game a lot. So it keeps us so busy. So I'm just juggling different terms and names and all this stuff every day. So, but thankfully, O-Scale is super simple. So,
yeah,
my opinion.
Yeah. Did you acquire any Subway sets from MTH? No,
Not that I'm aware of, but you never know what turns up in the archive. I discovered a whole bunch of stuff I didn't even know existed the other day. So, we'll see.
Okay. All right. Surprise us. Keep surprising.
Yep. Awesome. All right. So the first part of tonight's episode, just want to cover some hot items that we are limited, but we do have a little more room just because we ordered a lot more because the pre-orders were insane on these unique paint schemes and different cars from the winter 2026. And then the second half will focus on Ross, and Ross will kind of go over, I think he has some product samples for us, so that should be exciting as well. So let's see what's hot from the winter 2026 catalog. And these were two beautiful paint schemes, and you seem to be doing these lighted rolling stock for O-Scale, and this has been really well received, Ross.
Yeah, those are fantastic. That's part of the boxcar line that have the lights. The other one is the PS1 car. So it's really, really cool to have a modern boxcar that has the lights on the side. It's the same cars in the CPKC train. It was just like the perfect timing for this car, and it had a lot of fare to it. I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah, that did very well. And this 4014, I mean, the big boys going to be rolling across the country, actually probably northeast and into New York. So I thought this was a really cool paint scheme, something totally unique and different. So that has been doing very well. And of course, anything Christmas and the the CPKC holiday train is always a home run, and with those holiday lights, that looks great.
Yeah, the 4014 boxcar was kind of that. I would say it was a sleeper in the catalog. There's so much fanfare with this big boy, and I mean, I had to go see it for myself. So I traveled out west with a couple buddies, and I honestly could not believe my eyes seeing this thing go across the desert. So we had to get in on there. We kind of did our SD70, the 4015 that travels with it. So along with that, we'll have a boxcar to kind of signify its importance to the Northeast, especially because it is coming this summertime. So get your hands on that boxcar. It's I don't think we're ever going to do it again, but maybe we'll do a 3985 or an 844 theme boxcar.
That was a good idea, but there's no light in that car, right? That's just
no light in that car.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know if the emblem lit up or not, or whatever. Okay,
but the next series that was really cool and unique that I saw from the winter 2026 catalog, these America 250 series kind of boxcars that you got going on. These are really unique and different.
Yeah, it all starts with an idea. So we want to celebrate the America 250. As you know, in 1976, a lot of different railroads did their own flavor on that scheme. So we decided to take the schemes from locomotives and the different kind of press releases they did and throw them on a PS1 boxcar, and they turned out really, really good.
Yeah,
a lot of excitement.
Very nice. And anything 250 has been really hot. So again, limited quantity on those.
Yeah. Get your hands. These are highly collectible boxcars. Get your hands on those. We're most likely going to do a whole different batch of railroads. Anything red, white, and blue we're trying to do. And those boxcars are the perfect canvas for stuff like that.
Now, these box cars that are the 250 with the road names, Alaska, Illinois, Santa Fe, are they actual cars on the rails, or this is fantasy?
So these were schemes from locomotives, and the Santa Fe was the steam heat generators that they did. So they were real schemes, but they weren't on box cars per se.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
And
they look great. They look great. Something different.
And some more hot paint schemes. So you got Merry Christmas with Santa in the chimney, and this is also lighted as well. And also the 4th of July with the American Eagle. I mean, both paint schemes are beautiful, really neat.
Yeah, shout out to our new artist Aaron. He is fantastic. This was all like in-house designs, and
cool.
We just kind of set him loose on these, and the Santa falling down the chimney is pretty funny. The 4th of July, I love the scroll and the eagle, and it just looks like a big firework on the side of it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, no, he really did a good job. I think the Santa down the chimney is hysterical.
Okay. Are your deadlines over, or are they still going right now?
So for this catalog, the deadlines are over. There's no harm in asking if we can get anything for you. I know myself and Ken went over some numbers today, and we gobbled up the rest of those box cars. So we have it always fluctuates. There's no harm in asking.
Okay.
But for the catalog itself, the pre-orders were a few weeks ago. The good news is for O-Scalers, we will have another O-Scale catalog in the next week or so, which is pretty awesome. I know we're super quiet about it. Sometimes we time it for York. Sometimes it's timed when, like the bald eagle leaves the nest. Like, we have no idea. So we will have a catalog in the next week or so. Matt confirmed the meeting with me. It should be next week. So I'm really excited. We have a lot of really cool stuff in there, and some stuff that hasn't been made in like 15 years. So it's about time. I'm very happy.
So we got to redo this whole event in another 2 weeks.
Yes, that's 100% correct.
Right.
Is it an all-scale catalog or just O-gauge catalog?
Just those scale.
Oh, really? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I tell you what, you're doing great with the paint jobs. Kenny, I think this Eagle boxcar is going to be amazing.
Yeah, very cool. And it ties in, even though it's 4th of July, America 250, just really cool.
Yeah, looking good. Save me one, Ken. All right.
Yeah. you got to tell Ross to save you one.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. It's funny. Ross and I were talking about what to share tonight, and just so much is sold out. A lot of these commuter and Horizon passenger cars, if you haven't ordered it, make sure you get your order in. I mean, we probably have like 1 or 2 extras. We had to deactivate a lot, so we weren't even going to cover this. But just a lot of great stuff Atlas is doing and coming out with that. It's just limited quantity, and it's selling very well.
The pre-order part of all the O-gauge stuff is so important. There's some companies do a little more fluff than others, but Atlas is very, very tight to the numbers. They're pretty strict on getting your orders in. They make sure we get our order in, and everybody's got a deadline. The deadlines keep going. The factory to make it, it's all like chop, chop, chop. That's it. So if you like something, get your order in, and go to TrainWorld.com and just place your orders on there. No deposits, and you can cancel if you want to cancel. So it's just why take a chance of losing it? So it's and then there was this. You guys came out with a 280 this year, right?
Yep, that's right. Yeah, the 280 steam engine. That's an awesome model. It has a great price point for what it is. It can pull like a nail out of a wall. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a C&W, like Illinois Central hybrid type engine, middle of the road. We did some more colorful schemes on it this time around because I finally had my way. So I was pretty excited, Southern 722 in there, the nickel plate engines, Wabash, stuff like that, the CP sub Royal Hudson engine. So it's a really neat engine. I'm really pumped because it goes with our Steam Era Classic box cars and the heavyweight cars. And it was just about time to do a steam engine.
All right.
And it'll have a real coal load this time.
Kenny, do we have any left on those 280s?
No. The engines are very limited. And PJ, the commuter cars are O-scale.
Yeah, those are O-scale, 3 and 2 rail. That's a good question.
Yeah. And another thing I wanted to cover, Ross, this catalog we were caught off guard because you're kind of rolling something new, or kind of like a rethrow or a retro car. The Industrial Rail series is back.
Yeah, it was a long time coming. I think when I first started, there was some kind of humming about, the Industrial Rail, and that was like 3 years ago. And it finally made its way into a catalog. We tried the trolley. Now we're doing the cars. This is a really good, affordable price point. We have our, Trainman line, our Master Premier, but we were really missing that, entry. That barrier to entry was really high. So these cars are super cool. We can kind of have fun with them. Ford was gracious enough to give us some designs and kind of let us go crazy, within reason. So we have the Bronco, the Mustang, we have the Natty Bow, PBR, all that stuff. Cool. So these are just perfect cars for the billboard.
Yeah, and if you head to trainworld.com, you're not going to believe the price. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was a catalog mistake. I thought they were going to fire Ross, but they didn't. It was the actual price, and I couldn't believe it. And Atlas is really looking at things, and I think this is great about Atlas. They're giving a price point for everyone, and not everybody can afford that $100 piece of rolling stock, and some people just want to collect and run stuff on the track without worrying about it. And this was a great line and a great price point of what they're doing. So and you got a Ford licensed product and these beer Pabst Blue Ribbon, so lots of cool unique paint schemes on that as well.
Yeah, they're very collectible, and it was like just about time to do something. Like, not everyone, like, I'm a guy that's like, I care about a PS 5344 that only Green Mountain had, but like not everyone's like that. Some people just want a box car. This is perfect to go around the tree. 027 curves, a really cool collector gift item, and we did throw in some
gondolas
schemes on there, I should say, but we have a whole bunch of fun. With the tank car, gondola, box car, fantastic.
Yeah, and some beer tanks too, Domino Sugar, Hooker, so really great. And again, the price point on this Industrial Rail product is just really affordable.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
Carrie's asking about the price point, so it's $34.95 is the list. So it's really really crazy pricing. The gondola is $29.99 list. So Atlas is really doing a great job, kind of offering a little bit of something for everyone. And I assume as soon as we get these in and people see them on the shelves, they're going to go out like crazy, because people aren't going to really understand the pricing. They're going to think it's an error on our end too.
Yeah, I like the idea of the different Ford things. It's collectible and fun. A guy's going to buy them all. He's just going to buy them all. And are the trucks metal or plastic or?
I believe they're metal. We're actually, once we get samples of them, we'll put them on Facebook.
Okay.
Really, really cool, and I eagerly await the shipment of these things.
Yeah. It's a great line. Great line to keep families interested. Once they get it started, that they need to keep going. I'm glad you guys jumped into that affordable aspect of it. Very good.
Yeah.
Great job, Ross.
So you think you can make an engine for under 100?
Well, I'll tell you, the trolley actually came in pretty low. That's the funny part. So we're thinking of releasing a couple more schemes of the trolley. We did like Halloween and Christmas and stuff like that. But we're probably going to do a little bit more just to see what we can do. And maybe there's a diesel on the horizon. We tried a steam engine a long time ago, but we're pretty steam averse, if you will. A diesel, I think, is a little easier for us. So we'll see how it goes. The future's pretty bright with Industrial Rail.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the items that were part of that Industrial Rail line. I can't remember, but I remember the trolley was very good.
The trolley, you had an Atlantic, and you had these like baby P70s, like a combine, and there was a baggage and a little coach, which were like really S scale, but they're on O scale trucks. So I think you'll see more freight items and maybe a diesel or two, but the passenger cars were like maybe someday.
Okay.
Here-
Okay.
Here's the Christmas trolley, and $99.99 we're selling it. It's
Yep.
crazy price point.
Is that a bumper trolley, One Direction, or
Yeah, bumper trolley with the redesigned mechanism.
really?
Because before the mechanism, it would just like basically like neutral drop it. It would just go with like just killing the mechanism inside there. So now it actually has like a little pause, and then it'll go back, so it doesn't wear out the motor as fast.
And it lights up?
Yep, yeah, it lights up on the inside. Yep, and it has headlights.
Very
Okay.
cool.
Very nice. Very nice.
Halloween's very cool.
I'm dying to see some
War Bonds,
samples.
too.
You got the sample there?
No sample, not
Okay.
yet, not yet.
All right. So, Russ, what do you have a sample of? Let's see the good stuff.
All right, so I have the center beam, the T-box, the 5161, and the 60-foot auto parts box cars. So I don't know which one you want to start with. Maybe we'll do the center beam, I guess.
Whatever's closest to you.
They're all, yeah, I would say the auto parts is the farthest. But we have our center beam here. This debuted maybe a year or two ago at York. This is our pre-production sample. This has been around the world twice. It has the battle scars to show it. But if you look, it has the cool little hooks inside there. The floor or the frame is metal. It's very, very good. The uprights are the plastic as well as the spine. But it is a very, very solid car. It's amazing. We did quite a few road names on it. And these should be coming in pretty soon. I'd say probably late spring, early summer, which is awesome. And this will be its own container in itself. And even though the warehouse might kill me, but it'll be a very fun time when everyone gets their center beams, and then we'll move on to the next gigantic freight car. Yeah, it's like people didn't order just one of these things. Like they ordered like 3, 4. Someone gave me like 10. Like it is a crazy number. And I also have the standalone. We have the loads, which I have to not knock over every other train on my desk. So we have the loads. They are magnetic. We have Georgia Pacific, and I have Weyerhaeuser. And these will be coming with the car. So you'll get 2 sides to the load. They clip in just on the sides. But you can run them empty. You can run them with loads. And then the next time we do these, which will be probably at the end of the year, most likely, we'll do different road names, different loads, stuff of that nature. But these are super popular cars. I really love the fanfare they've gotten. And it really helps to have a pre-production sample to travel with us. I think that really kind of showed the concept of it. But we'll see these pretty soon. But
yeah, it did very, very well.
Too.
Yeah, no, Ross, it did very well. People went crazy for it, and huge numbers for the pre-orders. And good luck if it's still around. So hopefully there's a few left, but it's definitely a hot item.
Very, very big ticket item. Which we're trying to, I think, with the younger crowd in R&D, the guys at R&D do a fantastic job. We go to train shows, we take a lot of suggestions, and we go back to the office and we really ponder them. We do a cost analysis. We see, what would the finished product look like, and the center beam was one of those things. It took milling around, I'd say probably for a couple months. And then we got the green light and we just went ahead with it. And the final product will be really, really good. It is pretty much a blown up HO car. And it's really cool. Mm-hmm. So once they come in, I think everyone will be pretty happy. Happy days, because then we don't have to worry about it anymore.
Very cool.
All right. So next up, this is a sample that I forgot to take to Train Fest. So it's only been on Ben's trains. This is our T-Box. This is our pre-production T-Box sample, which will be hitting the rails tomorrow at my friend's layout for pictures. This thing is heavy, and it is a really cool car. So it's very, very similar to our popular Berwicks. Similar underside, underbody detail, rotating bearing caps, but it is a giant F-plate box car, and it has the double sliding doors, which is pretty cool. So we have quite a few schemes on this, and these will be coming in the fall, if not the late summer, probably the fall. So these are hot on the heels of the center beam, and we're very, very excited. We should be seeing some samples, more color samples of that coming in pretty soon, along with our ET44 and the rest of the center beam samples. So O-Scale has a very busy year from Atlas. It's like could be one of the busiest years we've had in a while. So it's pretty crazy.
Wow. Wow.
What radius track does that run on?
That's a great question. And for all good questions, I consult the handy dandy Atlas book.
Okay.
So we will go back, and I have it right here.
Okay.
It is 54 curves for 3 rail and a 36-inch for 2 rail, which is pretty good for a car of its size.
Okay. Mm. Yeah, it looked pretty big.
It's a very large car. And once they get on the layout tomorrow, we'll put it next to some steam air cars, and we'll put it behind a diesel. So you can kind of get the size for scale. These samples travel around with me all the time. We just put them on a train. We'll see if we can waffle them and see how they run, but they run pretty good. So
okay, yeah,
pretty exciting stuff.
Yep.
But we'll move along to something that's coming. So the first wave of these is coming May 19th. So these are our Trinity 5161s. These are the grain hoppers. It was about time these come back. This is our TILX, the blue with the crown. Figured I'd bring the colorful one, and I have the CSX Grain Express with outside of arm's reach here, so I try not to knock over my station. But they have different variations in the hatches.
Oh, very nice.
Really, really cool details. If you can see the little point there. End cage detail, rotating bearing caps with the blue bearing caps. That was a big deal that we had to put on. And we have the first wave of these coming in May 19th, and then the rest will be coming after that. So these are coming very soon. Very, very soon.
Yeah.
Nice.
That looks like another big car. Is that what radius is that one?
That is a great question. I believe it is also 54, but let's check. It could be less. It's 54. I am so good at my job.
Yeah. They look big. It's they say when things on TV look 20% bigger, but they look big.
They're big. They are huge.
Yeah.
And these cars are awesome. A lot of fanfare with these as well. They were, when you go back to the 5161s, the last time they were done was 2019, I believe.
Okay.
And they had a last Carrera chassis. Now this one in the 2025 run, which is awesome because they're literally coming in the next year. It's ADM, CSX Grain Express, GACX, and we have GACX Potash, which is that salmon color. And then we have NS, and we have a plethora of special runs. This was like the special run mega car. I feel like everyone did it. So we have a whole bunch that's coming in. So prepare your wallets and prepare your train sets, please. But cool. So I will pick up these cars, which actually are getting their photos done now. So this is the 60-foot auto parts box car. In DTI, we have connections. These are amazing cars. I love these things. But they have their opening doors, double door, and I also have the Southern car, which I think is pretty cool too. We have the Southern car. Very cool.
Very nice. Good details.
And these are also coming in the May 19th container. And again, I know it's just O-scale, but literally every run of Auto Parts Boxcar is coming on May 19th. So Auto Parts fans rejoice. But those are the four, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the four samples I have. The ET44s are coming very soon. That was kind of the Gevo derivative. Right now we have the sound set getting programmed, and there should be a running sample of that arriving at HQ any day now. And for the guys watching that want the BNSF guy, it is coming very soon. So we should have some color samples of those, and we'll take it on Desk Force 1, as I call my desk.
Desk Force 1.
Yeah. Yeah. That's anytime you see a desk photo, it's usually my desk. Sometimes it's not me taking the photo.
Okay.
Sometimes Matt going there. It's just the perfect space. Perfect energy. Happy little desk. It's great.
There you go.
Yeah. But other than that, O-Scale's been super busy. The new catalog is going to have a lot of really cool stuff. Some stuff that's been requested for a long time. And it goes into our freakishly large freight car line. That's kind of what I've been coining it, because these cars are huge and you need two hands to hold them. I used to be a steam air guy. I used to all just like doing this with the reefers. And now you have to hold this like a little baby because they're huge. So yeah, the world of Atlas O-Scale.
They're keeping you busy, Ross.
Oh man, that busy is a word that like I don't even want to say it. It's just every day it's something new. There's a new fire to put out and something new. It's pretty fun. And there's so many terms that I've been learning, different engines and different kinds of box cars and passenger cars, and it's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. Now, on the engines, are there any that's your tooling only?
Yes, that's a really good question. So the return of the Atlas Masterline, there's going to be a lot of Atlas Masterline engines that will be coming back this year. Usually we kind of did like a premiere catalog, and then we did like the rest. Now they're going to be all jumbled up and mixed, and there's a really cool, I would say, first generation diesel that we haven't done this specific variation of it, which I'm super excited about, which will be in our summer catalog. So you're going to have a spring catalog, you're going to have a summer catalog, and you should have a fall catalog for York. So we'll have 4 all together. Okay. So it's going to be pretty awesome.
I tell you, it's a lot of product coming out, but it's amazing product. And guys got to get your pre-orders in. Don't forget, just pre-order.
Yep. You got to get your pre-orders in.
What's the lead time? Like if there's let's say a spring catalog for an engine to come out is what, 6 months or a year? What is it?
About, I'd say 10 to 12 months. That's kind of what we're tracking now. So for instance, the Trinity 5161, I said the last run, it was announced in May of 2025, and it's coming in May, 2026. So that's pretty good. The Premier tooling is a little faster, but the Masterline, the Trainman, and then we're going to see the Dash 8s come in, our Trainman Dash 8s at some point. So I'd say about 10 to 12 months. If not, it could get a little faster now. Everything's picking up.
And you do customs also for the dealers, right?
Yes, we do all the time. We myself and Ken, we work pretty hard on the custom run shop. And pretty much everything that's not the first time that model's been made is available for a custom run. I know Ben's Trains is watching. He's done custom runs with you guys, and he's done custom runs with us. And the custom runs is a really cool way to add flavor, I would say, to the offerings. Put that spin. I know you guys love LIRR. It's LIRR country when I go there.
Yeah.
You guys have some awesome custom runs.
Yeah, we did the Freeport and Islip trucks. That was pretty unique and cool, different. The Long Island sanding towers, MTA sanding towers, the Long Island S2s, and also the Jaws, Long Island snowplows. So
the Jaws that's really cool.
Great stuff with Atlas O.
Snowplows sell all the time. Even in Florida, they sell. I don't know.
They're just weird cars, like all the funky cars, like the dump car and the log dump, and like the molten slag car and the plows. Like all the weird stuff is like the first thing people go for. It's so weird.
Yep. It's unique. It's different than usually.
It's unique. I think it's just weird. I don't get it at all.
Anything in the works, Ken, that we're working on, or?
Well, other scales, lots of stuff for the other scales. I'm not sure about O scale, but we also didn't even talk about track, Atlas O track. If you're thinking about it, don't think, just get it. Because by the time one item is out of stock, the other item may be out of stock. It's just, it keeps on going like water. It's everybody's just gobbling it up. It's unbelievable.
It's a great looking track, and people love it. People love it.
The track is like a fire and a juggling act, like put together. Just when we have it right and everything's in stock, it's just gone. I don't understand it. We just had this conversation today, and I know myself and Ken were going over it, and I'm like, you know what? If it's there, just get it.
Ross doesn't even want to tell me what's left anymore because he doesn't want to buy it all. So he's rationing it out to people now.
The May 19th container also has track, O-scale track in there. It's our the rigid track, the rigid long pieces of track are finally getting back in there. So anyone that wants your rigid track, please get your orders at TrainWorld.com. Tell Ken, tell me. I don't know, come to the office and knock on the door. Just kidding. Don't do that. But Ken, go to TrainWorld.
You got to stock up on that rigid long pieces.
You got to get it. Yeah, 072, 082.
Whatever we bought last year, double it. Double it.
Well, you know what it is? Atlas gets the container in, and everybody thinks it's, a lot of track coming in. and then as soon as they get it in, then it's already wiped out, and it's like unbelievable. It's just wild.
A lot of the track that came in was already like sold before it even went to the shelf, which is a wild thing because it's like we don't even have enough, so we keep doubling and tripling. My goal is to have a mountain of track in the basement. Hopefully, my boss is not watching this, but my goal is to have a mountain of track in the basement, and then everything will be fine. Happy days. Get your track. Like who buys out all the track in the summertime? Like that's crazy. Like you're supposed to do it in the winter. There's no rules. There's no rules anymore.
No, it has changed. There's so many new guys jumping in the hobby, and it's a lot of guys with money, and they want the best stuff. They want the big engines. They want the best track. They want the big transformers. Everything is going big right now, and it's a dealer can't get hurt having the big stuff. They just can't. Everybody wants it. Everybody
21st century nickel silver track, indoor, outdoor, UV protected. It is good. And there are some guys. I do have a couple guys that do put this outside and they love it. I don't get that either, but it's cool if you want to sit out with a beverage of your choice, and go out there and play with the tracks and whatever. That's great. But
the trains you can't put outdoors yet. You just
not yet.
But it's coming, maybe it's coming. I don't know.
Need a carrying cart.
Yeah, seriously, with the size of these freight cars and the engines, like it's amazing. Like the center beam and the T-box, like you're gonna need like an actual consist of engines to like pull. It's heavy. This stuff is so heavy.
Yeah, that center beam, nothing like it out there.
No, not yet. Nothing like. And we're gonna do another run and. We'll do some fun. We'll do some different schemes. It'll be available for special runs, and it'll be another full container of just the center beam. It's just crazy.
Now on these center beams, what kind of loads do you put on them, or do you make loads, or?
Yeah, so we do make loads. They're plastic printed loads. So you get two halves of this. They have magnets on the bottom. They just clip to the sides of the center beam, and they ride right in there. The cool part of these cars is it is prototypical to have them empty and loaded. So, whichever you're doing, usually it's hard to just have one unless you're doing a short line. Like usually the big unit train guys, like there's quite a few of these things in the trains.
The cars don't come with the loads, right?
They do come with the loads.
They do come with the loads. Wow.
Yes. Yeah. We didn't separate sale the loads. I don't believe, which I'll fact check myself if my other boss is watching. So let's see.
Hi, Jared.
Yeah, he'll watch at some point. So we will make sure. But I'm like 90% sure they come with the loads because we didn't separate sell the loads.
Okay. That looked impressive. That load you just held up. It was very nice. Very
nice.
Okay.
Removable lumber load included. Boom. So
wow.
But and they're randomized. So there's like Wirehouser, Georgia Pacific. Yeah. And there's two other ones that I literally always forget every time I'm asked about this. So it'll be a surprise to me. Thanks, Ben.
All loads considered.
Yep. Yeah, he's going to have a bunch of these things on his layout. We're trying to spread the word of center beam. I was known as center beam guy for like 6 months because like all I had was a picture. Matt is actually the worst. If Matt's watching this, he's the worst. Every time he puts me in a photo, it's me holding the center beam like a baby. And he just kept doing it. So now you come up, they're like, "Oh, center beam guy, how's it going?" Oh.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
I know what to get you for Christmas, Ross.
Thanks. Yeah.
On the center beams, not center beams, the loads, can we get custom loads made?
On the next run, which will be in the fall, absolutely. You can do you can print whatever on it, actually.
Okay.
Cool. Usually, so the way the lumber is, it comes in the squares.
Mm-hmm.
So you have it, so you can do like TrainWorld, or you can do something else. Or you can just do a giant billboard on the side. It'd be pretty cool. There's a lot that we can do.
Okay. All right, Ken.
Yeah, cool.
And you can do the loads themselves, which is pretty neat.
We could put Ross's face in the squares, and it could be his his own center beam load.
Even Atlas.
Yep, we could. It's a cool car, and we're going to do a lot more cool freight cars. There's a lot out there in the world that we haven't done yet, And luckily, we have a bunch of train nerds working in the office that they literally just go out and they sit trackside and they watch trains go by. And they bring their little pictures.
I don't think they'd appreciate that, Ross.
I call them nerds to their face because they're my friends. So, but they're a bunch of nerds, and they're very nice nerds.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Everybody at Atlas is very nice. We appreciate all the support throughout the years, and also even with the tariffs. You know, Atlas definitely did the right thing by the dealers and didn't bop us over the head with the tariffs, and really help the dealers. So we appreciate that, and for doing the right thing, especially on the early containers. Atlas was eating the full tariffs. So big shout out to Atlas, and you know, we do appreciate it. It doesn't go unnoticed and unappreciative. So thank you for that.
Yeah, we love our neighbors. You guys are like right across the river.
Yep.
You know, the whole tariff business, it was just another storm to weather, and you know, I feel the train industry is very strong. It's getting stronger by the day.
Yeah.
So, you know, hopefully this will all be something we can laugh about in like 3 years. But who knows? So we absolutely love doing this. We love our fans. You know, we love doing events like this. It's super important to just get out there, and you know, everybody loves the palling around and whatnot and the camaraderie. So I think I need to come to TrainWorld this summer with all that stuff, and maybe with a whole trunk full of stuff like I did last time.
That's right. Okay. That sounds good.
Sounds
good. I like that.
Yeah. In the summertime, we set up a pool in the parking lot. That's kind of what we always do.
I gotta drag Matt and Cody along.
Bring your rubber ducky.
Well, Ross, you know the event is going to be the week that you guys close for 4th of July, but it's okay. You could work that day.
A little known pro tip, like right down the street from Trainland is like the most fabulous ramen that me or my wife have ever had. She's like one of the few events. She's like, you are going to TrainWorld. She's like, I don't care what you're doing. You're going to TrainWorld, and then she's like, you're taking me for ramen after. And that's just the thing. So you name it. So we'll be there.
Okay.
That's it. All right, Ross. Well, I thank you very much for tonight, showing the samples and talking about Atlas O. We do appreciate it, and always good to see you and have you. And the last store visit was excellent, so we appreciate that as well. And that's really it. And
so, Ross, you're very good. You're very knowledgeable. You know your stuff, and I learned a lot tonight. But sometimes the catalog don't tell me enough. You know, it's just, you got to talk about it. You got to.
Ross, I don't care what Ben says about you. You're okay in my book, Ben. Ross.
Thank you for having me. You know, luckily when we do these on the computer, there's not many tomatoes that can get thrown at me. So I'm really happy to do this. I really appreciate the invite, and I'll be back there in person before you know it. We have a catalog again coming out in the next week or so. So go to TrainWorld.com and pre-order your favorite O-scale item.
Awesome. We got to get you back on for the new catalog. I didn't even know, so I'm glad you came on to share the announcement of a pre-launch. Something going on.
Oh yeah.
Definitely good. Everybody's going to be talking now.
Yep. All the York parking lot.
That's right. That's right. So stay tuned. And again, if you're looking for Atlas O-scale items, or even HONZ, whatever scale you're looking for, Atlas, we carry it all. And just tons of great items. And again, like I said before, for the O-scale items, make sure you get your pre-order in, because these items don't last. They really go quickly and really on a built-to-order limit. So make sure you get your orders in. And thank you very much. And thank you for concluding, Ross, this 3-day O-scale event. We do appreciate it, and we always appreciate Atlas and for everything they do for us and the industry. They are truly great ambassadors and a manufacturer for the hobby throughout the years. And going, I think Jarrett's the 3rd or 4th generation. But long family business over there, and it's great to see you guys still kicking some butt out there.
Is Jarrett out striper fishing yet?
I hope so. I hope so.
All right. Well, thank you, and have a great night, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Good night. Thank you. Thank you, Russ.